What up, G-Life fam? It's your boy, and Shadow, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist. The playlist will have other videos, and the folder make the video you're looking for a lot easier. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was actually because of a conversation that I had with a homie of mine. The homie doesn't gangbang. He's a more younger homie. You know, he's not a gang member. He's just a regular Joe. You know what I mean? But he actually said something that's pretty interesting. He said he was on, I think he said he was on Instagram, right? And he was arguing with this guy and that, you know, he was talking shit to the guy, and the guy claimed to be a gang member. But the homie's saying that he's a lame and that he's not a gang member, you know, because real gang members are not on the internet. That's what the homie said. And he said, ain't that right, Shadow? See, and here's where people get it confused, and I think why bad things happen to certain individuals, you know, like you see these people getting shot on Instagram Live, and a lot of fools getting smoked over some nonsense, you know what I mean? It's because people get it twisted. People get it twisted, and people get it twisted because they always talk without knowing, so I'm here to break that. Don't ever think just because somebody's online that he's not an actual real gang member. First of all, like I said, I always tell you how it is. I never bullshit. For example, like on YouTube, like I sometimes get, you're not real gang members. Real gang members are not on the internet. You know, if you're a real gangster, you'll be out there and not on YouTube. First of all, it only takes about 10 minutes to do a video, my boy. Relax. It doesn't take a whole entire day to do a video. Literally, it only takes about 10 minutes. I don't know how other people do their videos, but for me, it only takes, even if I upload like 4 videos, I upload 4 videos a day. I do it on my 10-minute breaks and on my lunch break. So that's literally only about 40 minutes on the internet that I'm on. So it doesn't even take that long. You know what I mean? Less than an hour. And you know, homies are not in the hood all day. You know what I mean? They have an hour to spare to be on the internet. You know, you could be in the hood and homie could be on his phone on Instagram, like, you know what I mean, checking his shit and stuff like that. You know, like, you could be on there, you know. I think people just like talking, they just like talking shit, right? They just want to have something to be able to say. Now, but there's a difference. A real gang member doesn't talk shit on the internet. A real gang member doesn't, you know, start problems on the internet, you know what I mean? A real gang member doesn't take the whole gang banging shit into the internet. That's the difference. Not that a real gangster's not on the internet, because they are. You know what I mean? There's real motherfuckers on here that will take your soul. You know what I mean? You know, there's real gangsters that are on the internet. And I know people in the comments are going to say that, no, they're not. I live this life. I hang out with them. You're not going to tell me. You know what I mean? Like, I see homies that they're on, and not only from my hood, but from different hoods. You know, when we're chilling posted, you know, they go on there real quick on their thing. You know what I mean? It only takes like about, you know, less than 20 minutes. They got less than 20 minutes to spare. You know, so you are going to find real gangsters on here. Don't think just because that they're on here that they're not real gang members. You know what I mean? But the difference is that a homeboy should know that they don't bring none of that bullshit onto the internet. You know what I mean? They roll up in person and they handle it without even saying a damn word. So sometimes you do have to, like, don't think just because they're on here that doesn't mean that they're not going to roll up to where you're at and blow your top off. You got to make sure you know who you know what you're doing out there, you know what I mean? Always watch your words and know who you're picking your battles with. That's why it's better if people just don't talk shit on the internet, you know? From neither side, not from the gangster side and not from the other side. Because a lot of people on here like talking shit for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I get fools, you know, like, all you gang members deserve to die, and you guys should go to life and rot in hell, and like, whoa, what the hell was the need for all of that? Like, I haven't even told you nothing. I don't even know who the hell you are, and why did you feel it necessary to come on here in the comments and say all that bullshit? Now, if I really wanted to find you, I would find you, and then she will go bad, and for what? And all because you decided to say something that had absolutely no necessary, it wasn't even necessary to say it. You know what I mean? Like, but yet they're the bad guys because they just chose to mind their own business while you just decided to talk shit, and then you're getting mad because they actually do something to your ass. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how the world works. You know what I mean? You can't just be insulting people, you know, like that. You know, gang member or not gang member, you just don't randomly walk up to another man and just be insulting the man and expect him not to do nothing about it. regardless if he's a gang member or not. You could just be a regular person. You just don't do that to another man. You know what I mean? Us men, we're always gonna protect ours. Whether it is human beings or even in animals, they're always gonna protect theirs. You know what I mean? Another male is not gonna let you offend them. Not even in the animal kingdom. Because of our testosterone levels and all of that. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, people, I don't really understand why people feel like it's so necessary to say the nonsense that they say. Like when they watch my videos and it's like, if it bugs you so much, I mean, you didn't have to click on it. Like, you just move on. You know what I'm saying? I know my channel's not meant for everybody. Not everyone's gonna like what I'm saying. And I respect that. They don't have to. Doesn't mean just because what I'm saying right here is true or people should view it my way. They can view it however way that they want. You know what I mean? And if my channel's not meant for them, then they just move on. They don't have to go into the comments and be insulting and all of that. That's nonsense. Who's the one that's being bitter and childish now? You know what I mean? But yeah, don't think just because, that they're on here that they're not real G's. And I think that's why a lot of people get hurt. Because they honestly believe what people say when they say that real gang members are on the internet and stuff like that. Like, no. Don't ever get it twisted. Real gang members are on here. It doesn't... I know what people say, but that's just them talking shit, And I know people are going to say that in the comments. No, it's true. It only takes about 10 minutes, you know what I mean? It doesn't take up all day. You're going to find real gang members on the internet. It's nonsense to think that you're not, you know what I mean? Especially in this day and age. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I think all my homeboys have social media and all that. You know what I mean? And we're posted in the hood. I see homies, they're on there checking their stuff and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, what the hell? It's the 21st century. I mean, that's just how it is. It's not like how it was back in the 90s and everything like that. Because, homies, there was no cell phones or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But I guarantee you, if cell phones had existed back then, homies would probably be on the block, probably using them. Not saying like talking shit or doing evidence or taking pictures, nothing like that. But at least, replying to some videos or something like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're just in the hood and ain't nothing really cracking, you know what I mean? Trust me, I post stuff, homie. I know how it is to post stuff, you know what I mean? I actually made a video about that on here. When fools put like, gangbanging takes up all day, or how could it be there and posted in the hood, that doesn't make no sense. It's because you never been in the hood, you never been posted up. That's why you're talking like that. I know what it is to post up out here. I know how the business goes down. You're not gonna tell me, you know what I mean? It doesn't take that long to reply to somebody's comment or do a real quick video. Like, knock it off. Like I have said before, at the same time, I can't be lying on here and I can't be spreading, all that fake propaganda. I can only tell you how it is, and that's literally how it is. And I know because I still chill with my homies and kicking and stuff like that. And you guys see me, I upload like about 4 videos, and you're not gonna tell me that I'm not posting in the hood with my homies. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm physically there and they're right there with me, physically seeing me and everything like that. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is. You know what I mean? And obviously, like, people are like, why don't you do a video like that or whatever? Because stuff like that shouldn't be made for the internet. You know what I mean? The gangster realm and the internet realm are 2 different realms. You don't upload stuff like that on there. Now, like, people can make videos saying that, we're snitching on other neighborhoods and stuff like that. No, you're not. The stuff that I'm saying is something that law enforcement already knows and everybody knows. The name of the neighborhood and where the neighborhood is located at. Snitching on a hood is if you go into details about what that neighborhood is doing in criminal activities and stuff like that. That is snitching. Know your California laws before you talk. You know what I mean? The cops are not gonna go arrest them just because I said their name and their location of their neighborhood on here. That's information they've been having since the fucking 70s, 60s, 50s. The hood has been having that info. People are funny on here. You know what I mean? They literally like talking without knowing. Or when they say like, you can't give your enemies respect. Really? Then all the homies incarcerated, I guess they must be faking weenies for giving their enemies respect, because that happens all the time in there. And that's for the big homies. So if you're saying that giving respect to your enemies is weak, you're calling all the big homies weak. You know what I mean? You're calling homies that have brothers-in-laws, brothers, cousins, and all of that from rival neighborhoods weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, a real gangster understands this world. A real gangster knows where to give respect. A real gangster knows how to carry himself. You know what I mean? There's a difference, and it goes back to what I said. There's a difference from thinking you're a gangster and being a gangster. That is a difference in the mind state. You know what I mean? But the real gangsters already understand that. They don't need me to say it on here. You know? But for those who wanted an idea, you know, an inside glimpse, that's what it is. And like I said, yeah, so don't think just because, you know, they're on the internet that they're not real G's. I mean, there's real G's on here, you know. And a real homie knows how to carry himself. As long as you show respect, he'll show you respect. That's how real gang members get down. That's how real G's get down. You don't have to be a gang member, you know, or none of that, you know. As long as you show the man respect, you will receive respect back. That is how a real man, a real G carries himself. You know what I mean? The ones that disrespect, you know, without knowing you, like just off the top, just come disrespecting you and stuff like that, that's not a real gang member. That's someone that's trying to be a gang member. That's someone that's acting like he's a real G. And when you have to act it, you ain't a real G, dog. You know what I mean? Because a real G is just himself. He doesn't have to pretend or act super tough or do all that extra. You know what I mean? Because he knows what he's about. I'm just saying, if Shadow,